folks, well, budget cuts have hit the state of Idaho hard, and the Coeur d'Alene School District is no exception. But one man here at CHS has taken matters into his own hands. When it comes to the Booster Club, Chris Costa is one man with a lot of experience behind it.
I've been the president 3 years. I've been on the Booster Club for about 5 or 6.
But now the Booster Club is expanding in a big way with the creation of the Viking Foundation.
And over the past 3 or 4 years, with the budget cuts and the district funds not being there for other activities such as music or theater, we've stepped up and started to, give money to those activities.
The goal of the Viking Foundation is to create a safety net for programs across the school so that they can be able to fund themselves in times much like these.
And we will then have an endowment that we can actually assist activities and other activities besides athletics.
Not only will the Viking Foundation rely on donations, but they'll rely on fundraising as well.
Well, foundations and booster clubs, that's what you do. You're a fundraiser. Our biggest fundraiser each year is an auction and a dinner. We'll continue to have that. That will be, it used to be a combination of Coeur d'Alene and Lake City, and it got to a point where it just got too big. So we will have our own, so that will be one of our major fundraisers.
And this June, expect a fundraising event from the Viking Foundation.
On education, the fishing tournament, and that's those dollars that we raise. It's sponsored by ACI, which is a company here in town who's backing this fishing tournament. And what it does, it's on Hayden Lake. It's June 23rd. All the funds that we generate there will go into an endowment for education. So if a teacher is in need of some supplies that aren't provided by the district or by the school, then we're starting to establish an endowment that we have some funds to assist the teachers. So that's our first education-based fundraiser, and it's called Hooked on Education, June 23rd.
Viking Foundation, definitely a great program, and if you or anyone you know would like to donate to the Viking Foundation, just head to their website. The address is www.vikingfoundation.org. Outside CHS, I'm Collin Ruane, KCDA 14.
Hey guys, Katie McPhee here, and in case you remember, a couple weeks ago we were here talking about who exactly was running for what for your class officers. And now already, a few weeks later, we know who next year will be your vice president, your secretary, and so on. Now let's go take a closer look and get to know them a little more.
The craziest thing I would do is probably on the night before homecoming game, so that Thursday night, we would build a huge bonfire, like 10 feet tall, in the parking lot, and we would just have the band play, and kind of like that scene in Grease where everybody just gets pumped up for the next day.
I would buy backstage passes to a Justin Bieber concert and buy a house in New York City.
This summer I'm really excited just to have the last summer as kind of a kid. This is my last summer that I don't have to worry much about college. I'm also excited to get ready for senior year. It's my last year of soccer, so I'll be getting ready for that too, and I just want to have a really fun one.
Forward to going to visit my best friend in California and going to the US Open, Surf Open. Broadcast journalism and hopefully become a news reporter. My ideal job would be to host on E!
This senior year, what I'm most excited about is just all the feelings that you get out of the final year. I'm excited to move on, obviously, but I'm excited to have all the opportunities that we're given, and
Good morning. On Tuesday, May 8th, the girls and boys golf teams both qualified for the state golf tournament, which will be held next Monday and Tuesday in Idaho Falls, Idaho. Also yesterday, the baseball team with an 8-2 win over Lewiston qualified for the state baseball tournament, which will be held in Boise next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then tomorrow, the softball team will play Lewiston here on Thursday, May 10th. Winner of that goes to state as a second place team. The state tournament is being held in Pocatello, Idaho. Also on Thursday and Friday this week, the track teams are in Lewiston for the track regionals. If you end up first, second, or third in your individual races, you qualify for state. Or if you're the top relay team, then you go to state in that event. Also on Friday and Saturday here at Coeur d'Alene High School is the regional tennis tournament with the boys and girls. And if they finish in the top 3 as a single or the top 1 as a doubles team, they get to go to state as well. We've had a great spring. Baseball team has won 22 straight games. They're 22-2. Lacrosse has only had one loss, I believe, and they start their playoffs next week. Also, they have their last regular season game Friday night here at 6 o'clock against Lake City.
I'm Nate Wallsinger here with Shani to talk about her first place in the Congressional Art Competition. So how do you feel about your artwork being stored in the Capitol building for a year?
I'm excited because I've never won any art competitions before.
It's fun. And how excited are you about going to DC?
I'm really excited because I've never been there either, so it's going to be a good vacation.
Go to Smithsonian. I heard the Spy Museum is real awesome. I'm here with Miss Leonard now to talk about the competition itself. How many entries were there?
From our art department at Coeur d'Alene High School, we entered 4, but there were entries that were from other schools, including home schools as well as public schools, that were delivered to Congressman Labrador's office here in Coeur d'Alene, but he also had 4 other locations across the street in Meridian and Boise and in Lewiston, where students all over the state submitted entries.
So is there anything else special about the competition that most people don't know about?
Well, this is a national honor that Shani has just received.
Well, have a good day. Congratulations on the other entries as well. Have a good day, CHS.